Hi everyone, it's the 15th of November and I'm back with the weekend post of indices, commodities and Forex. Now last week's this is S&P 500 E-mini contract. We start always with this one. Last week's action has been not surprising at all. This was the resistance that was broken during election and vaccine news. Then the pulled back, basically back tested this at 3,509. There was a small gap that was filled. Then the bounce took it to the red resistance. That's like an internal resistance. Now the pullback came back all the way down. Let's zoom in, and this is much more clear here. You can see the red. This is the red support. Okay, and the blue support. This was the low of last week. I mean the second low of last week. And then ES rallied, smashed the blue resistance, back tested it nicely, then formed the red small bull flag. And if we zoom in a bit more, I will show you. I mean, this is small stuff, but it is still very much technically accurate action. This is the blue resistance that was broken, back test, a little bit deeper, but it was forming this red bull flag. Okay, and then once the bull flag is broken, you can see here, this was towards the close, and it really smashed even the golden resistance that was back tested once. Now second back test, and later on right at the close, this is a 30-minute, the last 1.5 hours, it basically closed above this golden resistance. This means we are headed all the way to the red top band again, or the resistance you can see here, and this already has 1, 2, 3 touches, and it may break at the fourth, and then ES will probably run to the 3,650 level and even touch the previous high at the 3,660 level, 68. I think that was the highest point. So bulls are going nowhere in my opinion. Dow, after breaking the red bull flag, this was a nice big bull flag, this was the nice here big bull flag that was broken. It's not even back tested yet, which is, ES has back tested, Nasdaq has come down, but Dow hasn't. So this to me looks shows relative strength, and I believe Dow is going to touch this high, this previous high again. It's going to touch it again, and the more importantly, this is a long-term resistance for Dow. Let me show you here from 2019. Let me go for a 6-hourly chart. I think that's the only way to see it. Yeah, and Dow is probably gonna get to the blue top band, which has been tested. You can see here 1, 2, 3, and it may get to that level again very soon. So we'll see. And I believe Europe is also very, very bullish. So meanwhile, US will keep on rallying. This is Nasdaq. During the pullback and during the election news, it broke the green resistance. That was a perfect resistance. Pulled back to back tested, and then kept on rallying. Then this is the vaccine news, but this should be entirely temporary. And Nasdaq has turned down after this. There was a wedge here, and it's now going higher. And you can see here the blue resistance was broken, back tested, and the golden channel. I mean, as long as this blue support is holding, there is all the more reason to believe Nasdaq is going to get to 12,200, 12,000, even 400, which was the previous highs. This here is a nice break, 3 touches, and we may see a back test, and after that it's going to rally to new highs, I believe. So Russell is also very strong since the break off. This is 1 hour. I'm going to go back all the way to the 1 second. I'm going to go back to the pre-COVID levels. You can see here, this is the COVID level. The break, this 1675 was the gap, and it was filled after the election and after the vaccine news. And of course, the break of the golden resistance was super bullish. There is no doubt about it. And now I believe bears have to wait longer for this to tank again, or at least correct again. I think this blue resistance is not as accurate as I would have loved it to be, but it's all about news. This was the breakout and came back. This, Russell has touched 1800. That is massive, and it was a new all-time high. I mean, nobody was expecting it a few months ago, but the lines, the trends have always been intact since the March law, and as long as some of the trends have been rather speculative, just like this purple one, the purple bottom band, and it is still intact, and Russell made new all-time highs. Closer view. Okay, this here, the blue lines, okay, have been quite accurate. You can see here, just a second, I'm going to get rid of this one for now. This here, this slanted or diagonal lines, which is what I always look for. This is internal support resistance lines. If you look at it carefully, they all have played a really crucial role. Break off the red resistance, 3 touches, 1, 2, 3, fourth one broke it, and I believe it's going to keep on going higher without coming back. I mean, if it comes back down to the golden support, then it would be, of course, a nice long entry. But I don't think it's going to get there without getting to the previous highs at 1800 something. So there is more upside on Russell as well. FTSE, incredibly strong, which is very shocking to me. It's not because since July it hasn't done anything, it hasn't gone anywhere, while the others are all making new highs. But you can see the blue support, or the blue channel, was a bull flag, and I've been posting this for a very long time. This here is the post of the flag. This is a 4 months flag since June. 1, 2, 3, 4, even 5 months flag, and now the flag is broken, and clearly there is all the more reason to believe within this red channel that all the more reason to believe there is more upside coming for FTSE. And I'll show you where it is headed. Yes, it's unbelievable, maybe, but it's going to fill the COVID gaps at 7,500. It's not unbelievable. It was there before COVID, so why not? Things are looking up for stocks, not for the world, not yet. But stocks always look to the future, not to the past. So there is that. Here, DAX. Now, DAX found a law at the red long-term support. Okay, right here, right there, and the red resistance is the next target. Let's zoom in. Next target is the red at this 13,300-ish, and I believe we are seeing like a squeeze. It's not an ideal triangle, but it looks very good. The green wedge, it was broken, and you can see here since then it's pretty much pushing higher, maybe the blue top band will hold, pull back, and if the golden bottom band holds, which looks very good to me because of the internals, yeah, these internals, and this bottom band. So if it does hold, the next push will take it to 13,500 and possibly higher. Commodities, oil, was the break of the red resistance was looking very bullish. Okay, but this here, these sudden spikes are always very, how can I say, I don't like them because they push the price back to these levels eventually. If the market does the breakouts naturally without any news action, that's fine, but with these kinds of action, the market tends to be pulled back after a certain time to gain to erase all these gains while filling the liquidity gaps. And once these liquidity gaps are filled, then the market does what it's supposed to do before the news. So I believe I think the market was already poised to go up, but it has to fill these gaps, I believe, and then rally again and do what it was supposed to do. So that's the reason why you can see here the break of the red resistance. The back test held a few times, but then later on the oil melted, and this golden channel was speculative resistance, excuse me, speculative support, but it didn't hold. It's not holding. What brings me to the conclusion that we may see the green channel forming. I'm not saying this green channel is the one to watch, but if it gets down all the way to the green bottom band and bounces, that becomes a channel. It's actually becomes a bull flag and then rally to new highs. My target is still 45, 46 level for the medium to long term, and then we'll see what happens. Nat gas, I believe Nat gas is within this mega downtrend from 2018 highs, and the fact that this here, the golden top band held just around 3,300, makes me think that this is a mega channel, and I think it's going to drop to 2.2, around 2.2 before it does something else. And why I believe that is explained in the bit more shorter term. Here there is a massive gap here. Yes, it is I think contract rollover gap, but it doesn't matter. Gap is a gap for me, and it's going to get filled eventually. So we have here the blue bear flag that is broken, and the backtest is not. One second. The backtest is not holding, so this sell-off is still very bearish. That broke the blue bottom band, but then now it's getting back into it. But I think the more important one is the red one. And if this red bottom band, which has already 3 touches, it may break, and if it does break, then we'll see new lows coming up. And gold is very precarious levels again. The thing is, blue resistance was broken to the upside, back tested here, and last one was last week. Okay, so one second, I'm trying to get this right here. This level is support. As you can see, gold is not closing below this blue support. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, and it's still trying to rally. And in my ideal world, the ideal action would be that gold comes back down all the way to the green bottom band. You can see here the green internal is very accurate. Okay, and the top band clearly. This is the start of the trend, 2018. If the green bottom band holds, then we'll rally to new highs, and that's why I would like it to go to the green bottom band for us to buy in heavy. And silver, same story. Silver may dive once again, and if it does dive, I'm looking to buy at the retracement of this rally. Okay, this is a futures contract, continues. This is 1960-ish. Okay, if it gets there, I'm not saying it will, but if the blue support breaks, you can see here the red channel is the perfect bull flag in the making, and of course the red top band's break will be a buy signal no matter what. But I think if it comes here and then breaks it, then it would look much better, like a kind of a completion of this correction. Yeah, because this was a big rally. Sorry, this was a huge rally since March lows without taking much of a breather. Yeah, you can see here it was a big rally, and the correction would be nice to have if the red bottom band gets tested. Sorry, this one. Trying to, yeah, okay. So the red bottom band would be really nice to have. Okay, if it dives here and then rallies. Okay, this is commodities, and I'm going to switch now to the Forex. Euro, the green channel, which has been broken and back tested. You can see here, what is this? Keeps coming up. Okay, this here is the backtest of the green bull flag that was broken, and it came back down, back tested, came back down. First of all, it broke it before the election, and then the back test, and it came down. It's still trying to keep things under control, like Euro bulls are still strong. But I believe if it comes down to the blue bottom band again, it may break it and really crash to 115. Okay, and then I think there will be a more upside and break the red long-term resistance from 2008 and rally to new highs at 125, 130. Okay, so we'll see about what happens there. But right now it is what I can see. If this golden channel okay, we may see a touch on the purple top band and then come down to break the golden channel and dive all the way to 115. If this golden channel breaks, okay, that is what I have in mind, and this golden channel is clearly looking like a bear flag to me. And pound sterling here, the blue support that was touched 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Now the blue channel here on its own from here, that is 4 touches. It counts as 4 touches since this law. Okay, this was the 4th touch and reversal, and it was also the reversal at the golden top band. Okay, and this golden bottom band, if it does break, then I believe pound will dive, and ideally it's going to get to the red bottom band for us to buy in heavy. And clearly break off the golden channel would be a short entry. That's next week. Aussie dollar still very bullish to me. You can see here several touches on the 1, 2, 3 back test, back test, back test, back test, back test. So golden zone is extremely strong. The red resistance was broken to the upside. We may see a dive to backtest it, and then from there on I believe it's going to rally to 0.8. Yes, that is what I'm aiming for if it gets to this red support again. And Kiwi, also very bullish in my view. Short to medium term definitely bullish, because you can see here the blue resistance was broken. It may come for a backtest, but more importantly the red channel is in charge, and its top band will be tested for the 4th time. And if it does break to the upside, then it's really game over for Kiwi bears. It's going to be massive rally. Okay, that is what I have on the Forex bears. All right, have a good rest of the weekend, whatever is left from it, and we'll be in touch. Bye.